Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Half-Life Opposing Force. I've got me a lovely new cup, a fresh cup of coffee, and I am so ready to get into this chaos of oh, there we go. Perfect. Now this is pretty hard to get up here, but I shall survive. And here we are now. Okay, before the monster appears, I would like to know if we can go inside here. Probably not, right? No, we can't. Okay, just had to find this out. Now I have to go back up there. Lovely. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Let's use this gun here. Alright, this is gonna be used to zap him in the eye. Thankfully I found that out. And there he comes. It's always best to start off with one side and then... oh, shit. Radioactive spew. What? This cannot be right. Oh my god. Nope, you're not gonna attack. Ouch. There we go. Perfect. And this is why I did it. This way. There we go, perfect. Now this has been dealt with. Now I've got to go up here. Quite carefully. Let's heal us up first. That should be on ourselves quickly. La 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 la. Toxic waste. There we go, alright. Now that's you. Look. And here we Indiana Jones ourselves over to this side. Let's grab this gun and stab him in the eye. Perfect. Now let's go over to 6. Perfect. Skedaddle right over here. Okay. This works surprisingly easier than the Nyaland boss. I mean, if you've watched, probably must be so, the original Half-Life playthrough, damn, it took me what? Pretty much, like 2 hours to, or something like that, to beat this monster of an alien. Zap, there we go, perfect. Now this is open and shoot it in the belly. Perfect. Look. Spew your waste. There we go. Ow. Into the eye, say goodbye to your vision. Into the eye. No. Fuck. Oh. Whew. Alright. Now, onto the rope. It's so cool that every character has their own uniques in these spin-off games from Half-Life. Alright. Like, for example, Calhoun has more an easygoing style of... Are you going to spew waste on top of me? There we go. Perfect. 3 times the charm? Yes, no, maybe? Really? Gotta reload this baby just in case. Alright, he's gonna spew his toxic breath. The feminist talk. The woke talk. There we go. Her. Holy fuck me, matey. There we go, okay. Fuck! Why can I not always get on top of this thing here? Perfect. Better reload this baby, just in case. Honestly, this fight is pretty chill so far. Okay, I'm fully healed up. Come on, spew your toxic waste. Yes, exactly. Out. There we go. Oh, alright. Is this it? I beat it. Beat it. Beat it. Oh no. What? What happened? Was he about to explode, but then... Did I get saved? Did I get teleported? You. The man.
So, Corporal Shephard, we meet at last. Please don't think that I've been avoiding you. A great many matters require my attention in these troubled times. I do hope you understand. And now I require a further indulgence on your part. I cannot close my report until every loose end has been tied up. The biggest embarrassment has been Black Mesa Facility, but I think that's finally taken care of itself.
What is going on?
Quite so.
What? Where are we now?
But there is still the lingering matter of witnesses. I admit I have a fascination with those who adapt and survive against all odds. They rather remind me of myself. If for no other reason, I have argued to preserve you for a time.
What do you mean by that?
While I believe a civil servant like yourself understands the importance of discretion, my employers are not quite so trusting, and rather than continually subject you to the irresistible human temptation of telling all, we have decided to convey you somewhere you can do no possible harm, and where no harm can come to you. I'm sure you can imagine there are worse alternatives.
What is your... What is it that you want with me? Can I? Subject, Shephard, status detained, further evaluation pending. So am I on this plane, on this helicopter or quasi-copter for eternity? Until they know what to do with me. Oh my god, so I'm like in stasis forever, just like Gordon Freeman, only on this helicopter with which I got into the mission first place. Oh my goodness. Alright. Now let's sit through the credits. Okay, I have to say that... So between Half-Life and Half-Life Blue Shift there weren't many differences, only that Blue Shift was the perspective of Barney Calhoun and we had fewer weapons to use and it was less obscure and it was pretty much more tame compared to Half-Life itself. And okay, what in the world am I viewing there right now? Is this my eternal stasis? What in the world is this screen right now? I mean, yes, we are now at the end of this. But okay, let's continue with my review. Yeah. And I've played also through every spin or through every tutorial, pretty much. So the normal Half-Life tutorial is that you are getting tutored by Black Mesa holograms of whatever character you are. For Gordon Freeman it was like a female version of Gordon Freeman in a hazmat suit. For Barney Calhoun it was pretty much the same as with Gordon, only that it was like a security officer. But for opposing force, for Adrien Shephard, it's entirely different because we have an entire boot camp that we can go through, which is interesting. And you know what, I think I'm gonna show you that as well, maybe as a part 0 episode. Yeah, I can do it like that, exactly. That would be a pretty cool thing. So that would probably be the first episode that you're going to see in the series, which is where you learn what abilities we have. And also, instead of a flashlight, Adrien Shephard had the night vision goggles. He could climb ropes, whereas with the other characters we only climb ladders and such. But for Adrien Shephard we had ropes, and we had also a more variety and different variety of arms. I mean, we had the standard armaments like Gordon had, but also some similar, like with the Hive Hand, but it shoots electrified bugs, which stuns enemies for a short while, which is kinda cool. And we also had the barnacle that we can use as a grappling hook, which is also cool, and I sometimes even forgot that I can do that. And we got also this strange spitter that spits like radioactive or toxic waste balls out of his mouth. So basically we had a different variety of alien guns, so to speak. Well, I think the spitball thrower was pretty much like a grenade launcher. And instead of the gluon gun and the, I would say the laser gun or whatever that was, what Gordon had, we had like an energy beam thrower or energy ball launcher that launched an energy beam that exploded, and the shock wave impacted nearby enemies as well, which was a cool weapon. Well, I have to say that this game in its entirety was pretty cool. It was very hard to play through, even though I played on the easiest difficulty setting. To be frank, I have to be honest in that part. Goodness gracious, thank God that I did not play on hardest difficulty, because I would have probably died way more than I would have done in this playthrough. But anyways, I liked it quite a lot. I would definitely recommend playing through these yourselves if you can get around with the weird controls the games have. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see each other in the next one. Until then, I wish you a great day, and goodbye.